Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Checking in on CMG SKX NKE and TWTR. And whenever I go into the trading day, I always want to have a couple plays that I'm looking at bullish and a couple plays I'm looking at bearish to react with what the overall S&P 500 is giving us. And the bulls clearly showed up in a big way in the S&P 500 today. So I would not be looking to play any of these names bearish. I would be looking to play bullish setups. And CMG was a really nice bullish setup, and it gave us that bullish trigger early on. We had lower highs on the daily time frame 8 days in a row. Ever since that gap up, every single day was a lower high. So as soon as we break 409.26, the high of yesterday, that's signal number one for the bulls. Signal number two was a break of 411, that little double top from last week. And that was signal number two. And then signal number three was breaking above the 200-day moving average of 411.39. Even if you waited till the last bullish signal, you still made $8+ to the upside. Very big follow through for the bulls. Strong break. We've got resistance of 420.23. And we're looking at this weekly time frame close to changing the trend to favor the bulls. If this week closes above 420, we're going to be looking for a move to turn this trend around. We're looking at 440 as the next resistance. We have a bunch of resistance in the low 440s back from July through October. We got the 50-week moving average resistance at 423.49. But if we can get over those levels, and if this follows through, then we're going to be looking up towards the $500 psychological level area. Still some work to do. Not proving it yet. We have to get over 420 and close above it on the weekly. We're going to keep a close eye on it. SKX bulls showed up in a big way. The upper Bollinger Band, 25.89, becoming support. So again, you certainly don't want to be in bearish positions when the S&P 500 is hitting a new all-time high. We're seeing the result of that here on SKX. So we had a higher low form. Now we've got a little higher high. And that other resistance was 25.86. Higher low and higher high. 200-day moving average resistance is 26.12. And we're looking up at the high of the move, 27.75. And this candlestick today is making the weekly chart look a lot more bullish, maintaining exponential support, higher low established, higher high, and looking up at the 50-week resistance, which did reject the price back in November on that breakout December. And that's up at 26.87. So bulls are back in control, certainly seeing some help from the overall market strength. NKE, not as much strength, very clear tightening pattern still intact. The range I'm watching right now is 52.72 support and 53.95 resistance. And we're going to see a clear break here on NKE sometime, probably by the end of January, but won't put a time frame on things. Just going to wait for this price action to break. We're either going to break the higher low pattern or the lower high pattern. That's going to give us some short-term direction on where to be looking for NKE. Weekly time frame shows that tightening range, still holding on to exponential support, clear $54 resistance. And looking at the weekly time frame, I would give the shorter-term upside potential to the bulls, but obviously the longer-term trend is bearish. So NKE is one to keep checking in on because there's going to be a clear trade opportunity sometime in the near future. Twitter saw further downside. We did not confirm the bullish reversal candlestick from yesterday. It is another bullish reversal candlestick. This is a bullish reversal hammer. Must confirm it with a green day tomorrow. And the must hold support is 16.16. We dropped down to 16.33 today. So bulls did buy that dip. Need to see a break of the high of today, 16.66, and a green day tomorrow to confirm this hammer and try and see some upside from here. The weekly time frame certainly showing weakness, little weak bounce attempt. And if we fall through 16.16, it's going to confirm this weekly bear flag where we had our short, weak bounce attempt, rejecting from resistance, and then continuation to the downside. So overall, if we were to see weakness in the S&P 500, Twitter bears should do well. NKE would likely make a bearish break from that tightening range. And CMG might stop that 420 level, keep that as resistance. But again, as of right now, the S&P 500, tons of strength, lots of upside. And if you haven't been watching the other video that I put out a video with Yelp, GWPH, PCLN, Tesla, and NVDA. Those are the bulls that we're watching. And with market strength, all of those names are performing really well. So I always like to have overall bullish charts that I'm watching and bearish charts. Like I said, depending on what the market is doing, that's the direction and the names that I'll be looking to. So I very rarely will stick with one name and play it bullish if the market's bullish or bearish if the market's bearish. I'll have a couple bearish names in mind and a couple bullish names in mind. Thanks for watching. We'll check back in tomorrow. Have a great night.